Grosjean is like Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball. And he's just crushing people. Award is the worst. Chant it with me. Award is the worst. Award is the worst. Award is the worst. Get out of my team, Award! This man is gonna get me single-handedly fired. Single-handedly, this man right here, this little man is gonna get me fired. All right, welcome to Brazil, and the 5 red lights are on, and they are out.
Away we go.
So here we go. We're starting 10th and 15th today. A few grid penalties happened. We actually qualified 12th, but a few people like Sainz and Perez ended up dropping below Award. And so let's go ahead and see what we're looking at with Award on the first lap. Both of these guys have injured cars, so just really fast as we are on our first lap here, our powertrain, we have our engine is suffering. ERS and gearboxes are really the last ones. This is, I guess we have 4 races left. That's including Brazil, and then Grosjean is hurting even more. Bad engine, bad ERS, bad gearbox, and so we're trying to limp to the finish so that we can save money. We don't go further and further into debt. And so today, if we can end up with Award above 18th and Grosjean above 21st, we get more money. That is the ultimate goal. But if things happen, if craziness happens, then maybe sniffing some points or something like that would be a lot of fun today. And so let's see what happens here in Brazil as we try to spoil the party for people like Sainz and Perez. Award is already taking advantage of people, and Award has gotten past Lance Stroll, so let's see it.
Okay, well done.
So Award is wheel to wheel with Stroll, heading out of the first DRS straight and heading into the second one, or maybe this is the actual first one of the lap, but we were able to clear Lance right there, and now we're on to his teammate in Alonso. And there goes Lance Stroll right past Award. And now we're going to have Sainz and Perez right behind us. And there's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Stroll, Grosjean's all good. But there is a crash involving a couple of people, so let's check it out. There's Alexander Albon fighting with a Haas, and Albon tries to go around, and oh, the Haas just goes around and hits him another 3 wide. Oh, he's sandwiched between 2 Hasses. That can't be comfortable after he got run into. Fantastic. So somebody should be getting a penalty for that. That is not a racing incident. That is just no room that is left. And so it is whoever is currently in 22nd place that's who caused the crash. I don't care. Let me see who's in 22nd. Hulkenberg has most likely caused the crash. And so we've got Sainz and Perez trying to get around us on this DRS straight. It is most likely going to happen as Carlos Sainz is right near our rear wing, and he's going to get great acceleration out of that final turn, and he is going to end up having DRS. He's going to whip right around us, and can Sergio Perez do the same? And we're going to lose 2 spots in the span of 1 DRS straight, and we're just going to let him go here, and then grab a little DRS from them and probably try to stay away from getting Danny Ricciardo past us as well. But I do think Ricciardo at some point in the next, probably on this DRS straight, will pass us, but I'm not sure how much faster he is than us, and we might be able to keep up with him if we play our cards right. And so he's going to go around the outside. We're going to block him off just a little bit. He's going to stick right behind us, enjoying that slipstream a little bit. He's going to go around the outside this time, and now we see him go right past Award, and Award is going to stick with him the best he can, and we're going to deploy out of that turn right there. And so we're going to deploy, trying to get that DRS, make it work for us. And let's see, and we are going to make it by Danny Ricciardo, and we're going to keep him behind us for one more lap. Beautifully done by Award. And let's hold up the entire field as we see Perez and Sainz vanish. and Perez is going to now try to get by Alonso. All right, here comes Danny Ricciardo around the outside. I don't think Joe has any sort of DRS, so Danny Rick is going to get us right there. We're going to choose to deploy out of these turns a little bit, and out of these S's, we are going to try to retake Danny Rick so that we can maintain that spot one more time. So here we go, right into the slipstream, breaks out of his slipstream, going around the inside, going to the inside of Danny Ricciardo, and that's beautifully done again. Danny Ricciardo takes us on the long straight, but we take him right back once again to maintain 12th place. All right, so Danny Ricciardo is going to try again here on this front straight. He's going to try to take us on the DRS right now, and so this time he's going to go up the inside, and it looks like he's going to clear us a little bit earlier than he normally has, although it doesn't look perfect here. Danny Ricciardo is not able to quite get away from us, and so let's see if we can once again take him on this DRS straight and make life just a little bit harder for Danny Ricciardo as he's trying to catch back up 2 points here, and it looks like this time Danny Ricciardo is going to, I don't know, we've got our battery on here, and we're going to retake Danny Ricciardo right there. Danny Rick is in our slipstream. He's going to break out of our slipstream for just a second, and then his DRS, his wing is going to open up right now, and he is going to whip right around us. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to keep up with him this time, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with him this time. We might be able to mess with him some more. Let's see what happens. Grosjean, something's happened to Grosjean. We used a little bit too much of a top up here. Let's see if he can catch back up as we've now opened the door to Alpine to come and get us. O'Ward is going to pull as close to Danny Ricciardo as he can, and it's not going to do much as Danny Ricciardo now has the better position, and he does have the better car. All right, and so we once again, O'Ward is looking to the inside of Danny Ricciardo. It's a great battle as both of us have been fighting with each other the entire time for pretty much the entire race so far. Once Sainz and Perez got past us, it's been me and Danny Rick just battling it out, and Grosjean continues to drop like a stone. I mean, absolutely terrible. His driver confidence is gone. We're hoping for a crash for Grosjean. Let's be honest. We're hoping for a crash. Hulkenberg and Magnussen passed him like he was sitting still. And so let's go ahead and focus back on O'Ward, who actually has good parts. Remember, Grosjean has really bad parts here and then has really bad parts here as well. O'Ward actually has some of the starting parts as well, so it's starting to look ugly. It's going to look ugly for us for the last few races. And at this point, it looks like Danny Ricciardo has left us, and we will see him later at the finish, most likely. Goodbye, Danny Rick. And thank you for pulling us along for so long. I really do appreciate it. And so from here, now it's the battle of Kick Salvers, trying to stay in front of the Kick Salvers the entire time. And it looks like we have gotten ourselves a good gap to Alpine, and Albon, who might have damage, is now getting close to Grosjean. And it looks like Valtteri Bottas is going to break late and get in front of O'Ward, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because now we can grab a little bit of DRS as the Kick Salvers are pushing way harder than us. And so hopefully we can grab a little bit of DRS off of him, and we will see kind of what happens on that. But our first pit stop's happening at lap 24, so we're going to be rolling with these mediums for a while. We'll see what happens with the Kick Salvers. All right, so we've grabbed DRS off of Valtteri Bottas, and we are going to battle right past Valtteri as his tires are starting to go away. He is being a little aggressive, though, and we're going to just push him off the side, and we are going to take that spot. Valtteri Bottas is going up the inside of O'Ward, and he is going to take O'Ward one more time as Albon takes Grosjean. So now we are not in the battle with Danny Ricciardo anymore, but we are battling Valtteri Bottas, and so we're going to try to retake him, use a little bit of battery, and try to get away from him on the second part of the lap, just to see if we can ditch him out of our DRS, stop pulling him along a little bit. There is a yellow flag. Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed. And it looks like Albon is breached. I think something has happened to Grosjean as well. If Albon is breached, then Grosjean has done something. And so here comes Albon. Grosjean sticks it in this inside. And Albon just didn't give him enough room. That's what it was. It wasn't our fault. It's Albon's fault. Albon hit the wall. Albon's fault. That's how we're gonna decide that. And so Albon, you're out. Bye-bye, Albon. Decide to have an adventure. Look, Grosjean, let's have an adventure, bro. We're gonna go softs. All right, we've got 2 mediums left. I don't know how, but we've got 2 mediums left. So I'm thinking soft, medium, medium, or something like that to the finish. See how that works out for us. But we've got to do something with him. I think we do the same thing with Award. I think we go soft, medium, soft, something like that with Award, just to spice it up, man. All right, so as Award heads into the pits, it looks like everybody's pitting, and so I think this is a good thing for us as well. So here's what we're gonna do. We are heading into the pits, which is just going to be absolutely insane. We could possibly make up a spot or 2. I don't know. We might lose spots. But here's what's gonna happen. Don't let him out. Don't be a nice guy. All right, so here's what's gonna happen is that we're gonna go soft, medium, and then we're gonna go light on the softs. Get out, 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 get out! Oh, Ward, get out! Don't let people buy you! Don't let, oh my gosh. Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. This game's the worst. This game is the worst. We ended up in 20th. All right, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Award has a better car than some of these people. Award has a better car. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna fast forward here. And I mean, that was miserable. All right, so we are on Award. The safety car has gone in, and now Grosjean has another mechanical issue. Don't worry, his ERS is now bad. Don't worry about it, guys. You don't need to worry about it. All right, so Award, we went on softs. That may have been a mistake. That's okay. But we're now on softs. The race is now restarted. We're gonna go ahead, deploy. We're gonna push fuel. We're gonna push. We're gonna deploy. We're gonna try to get by some of these guys really fast. Everybody else is on mediums and hards. So I think everybody else is gonna try to 1-stop this bad boy, and we're gonna try to 2-stop it. And so that's okay. We're gonna be just aggressive. Be aggressive. It's like a little cheerleader or whatever. All right, so here's what's gonna, oh, now we got right by the Haas. Nice, get right by Magnussen, attaboy, attaboy. All right, and so Award looking good. All right, so what has happened is that first, that pit stop was absolute garbage. The game needs to fix that. There's no way that we don't get out of the pits there. There's zero way we don't get out of the pits. All right, and then Grosjean has the penalty. Grosjean held his spot. At minimum, that's a racing incident, not Grosjean's fault. That is absolute garbage, FIA. You are the worst. And now, I mean, ultimately, it's semantics because he's probably going to end up 21st unless more people crash. Let's be honest, he's going to end up 21st. But, oh, we passed Magnussen. Suck it. But the thing is that he should not take a penalty for that. It's ridiculous. There's another yellow flag. What's happened? There's a red flag. There's a red flag.
Red flag.
What has happened? What has happened? There's a red flag. What has happened? Grosjean, where are you, bro? No! That is Magnussen's fault! Ooh. I think Grosjean might be okay. Magnussen. Stupid. I think Grosjean might be okay. Magnussen. Oh, no! Shut up, Haas. I'm in a grouchy mood today. I'm in a grouchy mood. But this gives us the ability to throw on some mediums, some softs. Let's go ahead and throw on the softs because we got an extra pair for Award. And so now our strategy is even better. We are going to go ahead and toss on mediums for Grosjean. We'll go medium hard for Grosjean. But he's still in the race and Magnussen's not. He's going to have so many penalties. That may have been, I don't know whose fault it was, but he's going to have some more penalties. It's going to be great.
All
right, so here we go. We are going to continue we're going to do the same thing for Award. So we're going to go soft, medium, soft. Grosjean is like Miley Cyrus. I came in like a wrecking ball. And he's just crushing people. Grosjean is just crushing people. All right, here's the incident. And no penalties given. Keep going. Just don't crash our guy, Grosjean. You keep wrecking people. You keep wrecking people, bro. right, so let's go ahead and check in on Award. So we do have soft tires. We're hoping to pick our way through the field. We are not the only ones with soft tires. A couple other people have the same idea, although Verstappen could probably one stop from here with the softs. But other people have the same idea as we do with Award. We're actually going to go attacking with Award, and we're going to go attacking with Grosjean as well. Try to make up a few spots in the first few laps, and then we'll see if we can then cut it and maintain, or take a few more people after that. And then once we have DRS. All right, so here's a spot that we might be able to get by some people here. And so here we go. We're going to throw the battery in there. Hulkenberg, we're going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Award gets right by Hulkenberg. And so Nico Hulkenberg, as Danny Ricciardo would do it, we put him down. And so now, and Grosjean has now gotten by Nico as well. Does Nico have issues with his car? I don't know. But now they're battling, and so we can check out how we do on the DRS straight while they are battling. And so Grosjean is going to pull right away from Nico. Nico is going to come back on Grosjean because Grosjean's got a really bad rear wing. And now it's going to come down to, can Award get by Ocon and Zhou Guanyu? We're going to look to the outside of Ocon, and it's not going to work out for us right there. And so we're going to continue on. Grosjean was eventually able to take Hulkenberg. Fantastic. And now Award has a little bit of battery to spend, and I think that we can do a job on Zhou and Ocon here. If we can get a good run out of this final turn, I think that we can go ahead and take both of those guys. And so here we go. Here comes Award. We're going to get to the timing line here, and it looks like I think that we're going to have a good run on Ocon. And there goes Award, and Award is around Ocon. We're going to take Grosjean off the battery as well. And so now we're pulling up to the rear end of the Kick Saubers, who we should have been passing anyway, but the stupid AI decided that we didn't deserve to get out of the pit lane like a normal car. And so now we have a DRS off of Valtteri Bottas. Now we're in the slipstream of Bottas and Zhou. And now we're going to look up the inside of Bottas, but we decided to pull out as Zhou got by Valtteri. And so now we are now in a line with the Kick Saubers for the rest of this straight, for the rest of the lap, I should say. And we're hoping that on the next DRS straight, we can possibly take at least one, maybe two. Opportunity has opened itself up to passing Valtteri Bottas as Zhou Guanyu made room for us, and Valtteri's on our outside. Now he falls back into our slipstream. He's going to look to the outside on this turn as well, but we're going to cover him off, and there we go. Now we're just behind Zhou Guanyu. Now after that first DRS straight, we are right at the tail end of Zhou. And Grosjean is starting to fall like a rock. I don't know what happened, but now we've got DRS, and so we go to the inside of Zhou Guanyu, and now we are going to have the lead over the Kick Saubers. Who's going to try to take us? We have about 3 laps left until we go into the pits, and so Zhou is going to try to take us around the inside, and I clicked the wrong person. Award is going to let him go, and so hopefully we can keep up with them. They have better tires at this point. Just a little bit. They're pushing their tires at this point. But let's see if we can keep up with Zhou and get tugged along and maybe come home with 14th or something like that, as we are going to undercut them at some point with our medium tires. Ford is now diving into the pits. We are in between Zhou and Bottas. So Zhou is like 0.2, 0.3. Would have gotten DRS off of him on that front straight. But Ocon was about 5 seconds in front. So that's going to be the real judge of what's going on, is to see if we can get on this undercut, get back to Ocon or not. He's going to come into the pits probably in about 3-ish laps, maybe 4 or 5. Maybe 4 or 5. I thought he was pushing a little bit harder than he was. And so now we will see if Ocon, if Award can undercut some of these guys that he was battling with, to see if we can put on a little bit of a cushion as we go here. We're going to be aggressive to warm up those tires a little bit. Let's see where we can get before everybody else pits. No! Stop this garbage! This is why you're not coming back! You are on standard, you idiot! You are on standard! Oh my gosh! Award! And now he's hurt his, I think he's probably hurt his wing. These guys front wing damage. That is. Pause. That is utter garbage. I'm telling you, we had a beautiful undercut going, guys. We had passed Grosjean, and we were getting to the tail end of everybody else. And
let's stick with it. Come on.
We had a fantastic undercut. And now I'm not even sure if Award is gonna get 18th. I don't think we're gonna get money out of this race. And he hurt another part, which means it costs us more money. All right, so Grosjean is in the pits. He is now serving his penalty from wrecking Albon. Award. Oh my gosh, you guys were slightly. Oh no, it was okay. I felt like it was really slow. We need Grosjean to wreck a few people though. That would be nice. All right, here comes the idiot down pit lane. Basically, Joe had a pit stop issue, went behind us, and then just easily passed us. I mean, couldn't even keep up with him. Man, that strategy was gonna work too. That strategy was gonna work. Oh man, the strategy was gonna work. We might have been able to get back to Ocon. I mean, I truly think that strategy was a really good one and had a really good shot at working. This weekend keeps getting better and better. His ERS is busted. This is his last ERS. So that means we're gonna have to buy him a new one, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're gonna go ahead and retire his car. Just whatever. Do it. Retire it. I'm frustrated. Yep. Bye, Grosjean. So Max Verstappen is going to make up a little bit of points on Sainz. It's not going to matter. Sainz has pretty much locked this bad boy up. Okay, and we finish. Needless to say, that's such a disappointing weekend. It wasn't our day. No, you idiot. You crashed. You crashed. On standard, by the way, with good tires. It's not like you can blame it on the tires were old. You just crashed. Driver standings, and it's actually a little bit tighter than I thought because of the race weekend. He's only 30 away, so technically Carlos Sainz has not won this, because if Carlos crashes and in the next race and Verstappen wins, he's within 5. Just real quick before we get into the race weekend, how does this work? I don't have enough suspensions because we've crashed so many times. And I can't manufacture more. How does this work? How can I keep going? It's on my chassis as well. Is I need another chassis for Award because Award keeps crashing like an idiot, and I can't. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed. I might get fired. Welcome to Las Vegas. I might get fired. Blocked. I'm blocked. I can't. I guess I have to. The only thing I can do is emergency. The only thing. Okay. Spending more money that we don't have. Now we're $3.8 million in debt. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's like the little meme that the dog is like burning or whatever. Everything is okay. I'm okay. Swap out. All right, well, we might as well make a good part then. It's all gonna cost the same. Emergency that bad boy. All right, so here we go in Las Vegas. This might be our last race of the season because we might just get fired. All right, so this is the third to last third to last race of the season, as Award's gonna look right up the outside of Yuki Tsunoda, and it looks like he is probably gonna take Yuki right here. When you pause, push the fuel, push the battery. Yeah, but we're gonna push your fuel, and we're gonna keep you on neutral, just so that you guys know. As I'm doing this, Grosjean has a really, really bad ERS that we're gonna take into the last few races, so he's gonna end up dead last. We're gonna hope for some crashes. Maybe he can pull a Miley Cyrus and come in like a wrecking ball again, just like he did in Brazil. That would be fantastic. Here we go. All right, so we're going to be on board with Award pretty much all day long because Grosjean's going to end up in dead last wherever he goes. And so Award is looking good. The strategy today is to go aggressive, literally. So aggressive. So 3 stopping today, and just being as aggressive as we possibly can to try to get as much time as possible. Also, we're hoping for some safety cars, some red flags, stuff like that, because the board lets know that they have zero confidence in us, and if we don't turn these around, basically they want us to podium. If that doesn't happen, then they're like, you're fired or whatever. We're only $7 million in debt and only, I don't know, $15 million above the cap. I don't see the problem with that. I do think we'll have a better season next year if they keep us around. Otherwise, we'll have to see if like Williams or something like that gets us, and then we'll start a new save called Williams taking revenge or something like that. Revenge on Andretti. Talk about a enemy number 1. Andretti would be enemy number 1, trying to poach everybody and get rid of everybody off that team. So here we go on that long straight. Let's see once we get some DRS what's going to happen. All right, so we are going to try to make the move on Yuki Tsunoda here, flat out, and then the Alpine is going to hold us up just a little bit. Oh, the Alpine just goes, just crazy. And so there goes somebody, the Alpine is locked up, Ocon locked up right there in front of us. All right, here we go. Now we're going to utilize our DRS to great effect and start pulling closer and closer to the Aston Martin. And that's also going to ditch the Haas behind us. And so let's see what we can do in this train of people. I don't know what to say. I think we just locked up. I think we locked up this time.
Yeah, copy.
And we just crushed some of our tires. That sucks. Award is the worst. Chant it with me. Award is the worst. Award is the worst. Award is the worst. Get out of my team, Award! All right, now we have some DRS to work with. It looks like we're going to be able to pull right to the rear wing of Magnussen. This is not going the way that I originally really wanted this to go. I just need Award to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Stick your nose in there, Award! Wreck him! Get him out of the way! That's where we're at. That is where we're at. We're down to playing dirty tricks. This man is going to get me single-handedly fired. Single-handedly, this man right here, this little man is going to get me fired. This guy right here, you are the worst driver, full stop, I have ever seen. Full stop. I have never seen somebody as worse as you on this game, Award. And Grosjean has not crashed nearly as much as you. You are the worst. Now I've got to pit you. You absolute idiot. I'm trying not to get too mad here, Award. I'm trying to give you a fair shake, but you are the worst, period. Absolute worst driver, period, ever. Go back to IndyCar. You don't deserve to be in F1. Go back to the Farmers League, that's IndyCar, okay? Where every single F1 driver that has failed goes. Leave us now, Award. All right, so Award's in the pits. Was that a bit much? I feel like I'm over the top a little bit. There is a yellow flag, and I don't know what it's for.
So nice and easy.
Is Grosjean okay? Grosjean seems to be okay for right now.
Clear on pit.
Ocon locked up. Perfect. All right, so we are going to try to salvage something out of this. We're going to have him go aggressive, and he ends up wrecking the car. I don't think that's going to actually affect if we are going to be fired or not. Nico's in the wall. Nico's in the wall. So we are pitting with Award right now, but nothing's really going to happen. So Award is pitting. Grosjean is pitted. I'm just fast forwarding this race. This race is lost to us at this point. I just can't believe how bad the last few races have been. And it's not my fault. It's literally the AI has decided that Award is to take a dump on F1. We're gonna see, we saw a pass. We just passed Joe, everybody. We passed Joe, congratulations, Award. You can actually do something in an F1 race. Let's live his glory one more time. Let's live his glory. There it is. Award.
Opens up for them.
Award. If it didn't cost money to get rid of you, I would put in one of my reserve drivers for the last 2 races. Great job, Award. Here's actually what's happening in the race, though, is that at this point we've been able to undercut just enough so that we can now keep up with some of these guys here and hopefully get tugged along a little bit. And so the race isn't totally dead for Award. I think we can still get 18th or above, but it is going to take a little bit of luck, I think. I think that if we get a little bit of luck for Award, Grosjean still needs somebody to wreck and get out or some sort of mechanical issue. But Award actually has a shot at being okay in the race, getting us some money, but this is not what the board wanted. The board wanted something a little bit better than this. But what can you do when your guy locks up twice and almost wrecks himself? I mean, in one of them, he was on standard. Like, I get it, aggressive, he might be over. He's on standard. This is 2 races in a row where he's not, I'm not being aggressive with him. I'm just saying, drive. And he wrecks. And now he's not going to be able to keep up with these guys at all either. So, once again, jumping forward. I think, do we just... Award just locked up again, of course.
Now we're watching the action closely.
Award!
So far, very heavy on the brakes. And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tires.
I hate this guy. I hate this. And we have minor damage to the engine. They suck. That's how the tires are. How are the tires? They suck. Because he keeps... I mean, he's had 3 lockups in this race, guys. 3 of them.
Box now, please.
3 lockups. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with him. Here comes the worst driver in F1 history. Right there. I think that's going to be the title of this race. Get him out! Well, this is the most fitting thing in the world. A 10-second pit stop. We're falling apart.
Okay, mate, so
I think that's going to be the title to this, is worst F1 driver in history is going to go to Award. Sargent has crashed. Logan Sargent has crashed. Let's see what's going on here. And so Logan running in 14th, having a good day so far. And he hits the DHL wall. No, he just crushes. I mean, you just saw the front wing disintegrate. That's great. That's fantastic. All right, and so now, I mean, both are having issues. It's okay though. It's fine. Just make it through the rest of the race. All right, so here's a good question for you guys. I might just retire Award so that I can make money from Grosjean. Let's do it. Oh man, I'm just gonna retire him. Retire your car, bro. Award, you're terrible. Retire your car so Grosjean can get us the payout. All right, that's what we're doing. We can't make any money off of Award, so we're gonna retire him and get money from Grosjean. Oh, I'm the worst. Team orders, boys and girls, team orders. So Max Verstappen has won another race, and Perez is in 5th. Sainz is in 6th, so everything's gonna get a little bit tighter. We'll have to see how everything looks. But I think it's hilarious that we we retired Pato so we can get some money from Grosjean for Grosjean's performance. His epic performance where he got lapped by Zhou Guanyu, who ended up in 20th. Driver standings, everything's getting a little bit more interesting. Verstappen is only, was that 33 points behind Carlos Sainz with 2 races to go. And Carlos Sainz is bleeding points right now. Constructors, Ferrari is in the driver's seat. Nobody's going to catch him. They've officially won the Constructors right there. And so there's the official. And Pato Award did something good. Well, technically, his pit stop crew did something good, and then promptly decided to absolutely suck. What a fun race that was, guys. Yo, I'm just hoping to survive. I'm hoping to survive. Look at, we're in debt. Cost cap fine. Cost cap fine. Go to finances. I don't know. I don't know if we are going to make it out. And guys, I don't know if we're gonna be here next season. We might be somewhere else. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Ben and I am Baldman Gaming. Follow for more. Follow for more absolute garbage of races. That was awful. No, but seriously, follow, subscribe, comment down below, make fun of how terrible this is, because I know I would if I would troll me. I don't care, because that way they weren't my fault. Award's the worst, and he's out of the team. I'm gonna fire him after this season. If we survive, we're gonna put somebody else in the car. Peace out. God bless.